What is going on, everybody? Welcome into Purple Parlor, episode 44. We got a loss to talk about. We got dubbed in Dublin, man. So, unfortunately, we got a loss to talk about, and we got a lot to talk about injury wise, quarterback wise, a lot of shit to talk coaching wise. So, we're going to get right down to it right after this.
I say the same, same, same. I say the same, same, same. I say the same, same, same. Alright.
What is going on, everybody? Again, welcome into Purple Parlor, episode 44. It is your boy SK. I'm here with Randy and Rap. Man, we got dubbed. We got dubbed, man. 24-21 against the Steelers. Wasn't looking good for the majority of the game. We made it interesting late. Had a chance to win the game. Had the ball in our hands to drive down the field and score. We couldn't get it done. Initial reaction to the 24-21 loss against the Steelers. Randy?
I mean, you kind of see where this season is headed. When JJ McCarthy returns, whenever he does, okay, it's all about his reps and if he can get better and improve. And then what do you have going into 2026? It's just disappointing that this was for me like the stamp off season where I swore up and down that things would change, like all the investments they made in free agency, and that guys like Dallas Turner will step up in his second year. And so after seeing what I saw yesterday, it's just one of those things where it's, oh, nothing's changing. It's more of the same. So here we are.
Yeah. Yesterday's game specifically, it irritated me as a Vikings fan for a multitude of reasons. But, and look, what I will say is this. I'm not giving up on the team yet. Like, and I'm not saying you are, Randy. I'm just saying, like, personally, I'm not. I just feel like there's still work to be done. I'll say that. And I'm not going to give up on the team only because I feel like it's a long season. We're 4 weeks in and we're 2-2. Like, we're at 500. We win this Sunday right here. And shit, we still have things to be hopeful for. Now, as a Vikings fan, it's like, yeah, but we've been down this road 1,000 fucking times. Like, we know we're gonna wind up winning 8-9 games. But like you said too, Randy, like, I think what is important is at this point as a Vikings fan, to make it easier for everybody, is to just understand that the most important thing, in my opinion, is getting JJ McCarthy reps. I'm serious, bro. Like, after watching Carson Wentz, I think we can put that shit to bed now. Like, I wanted last week's game. That was the game for me to watch, or Sunday's game. I say last week, but Sunday's game was the game for me to watch, to say, all right, is there really a conversation, a quote unquote controversy? Is there really? And I think we found out the answer, man. Hail to the no, bruh. JJ McCarthy needs to get put in, whether he sucks or not. Let him suck. Period, bro. That's where I'm at. I stand on that.
Yeah, I mean, we got to find out what JJ McCarthy has in him. And obviously, I don't think we're going to get the full spectrum of what JJ McCarthy is going to be off of one season of football. I think it's a long process, especially with how young he is. And we've seen in those first 2 starts that there's a lot of work that needs to be done on him, and that's fine. It's part of the process of building up a young quarterback, especially that young. So a lot of people jumped to conclusions with the Carson Wentz thing. And I get it. I understand it. And I did a video to where Vikings fans that's what their comfort zone is. They're comfortable having a veteran quarterback that's been there before, a guy that's going to go against all odds, that had a bad career earlier. And then he comes in and has this rejuvenated time in Minnesota and has a great season. So as soon as we trampled the Bengals, what was it, 48-10, which seems like ages ago now. A lot of fans hopped on, oh, well, this is what it is. Like, this is what we do. Carson Wentz, this is the perfect candidate to lead us to a successful season like we got with Case Keenum and Sam Darnold and all those guys. That's not the case. That doesn't always work out. We've seen it with Donovan McNabb. We've seen it with quarterbacks in the past that just didn't
Oh,
work
you
out.
going way back.
You going way
Donovan
back. My boy
McSlab.
going-
But we've been here. Like, I can go back years and years and years of the Vikings bringing in a veteran guy that is past his prime, that is labeled as washed, and they come in and they have a career year. This goes back all the way to Warren Moon, all the way to Jim McMahon back in the early 90s. And it leads right into Warren Moon. Then it leads right into Dante Culpepper was our franchise quarterback, but we had Jeff George, then Gus Farad, and then it just goes on and on of quarterbacks that have had success here that were labeled washed or done in their career, and they come in to have great years. So people attach themselves to Carson Wentz along with him being a born and raised Vikings fan, which is cool. Like, it's a cool story. I'm not taking away from it. But let's be real. We all know what Carson Wentz is. He did a good job against the Bengals. We were going to win that game regardless who was playing the quarterback position. This game right here showed you the flaws of Carson Wentz, not only Carson Wentz, but also, again, KOC in this play calling at times, of the same problem he's been having for years. You hold on to the ball far too long. Obviously, this isn't the offensive line you want to hold the ball too long with, but there was multiple plays where he had Justin Jefferson wide open, would have walked in for a touchdown. He's literally right in front of his face. He also had, I believe it's Jordan Mason that was in the game at the time. In the film, I couldn't necessarily figure out who it was, but that same exact play inside the 20-yard line, you had your running back for a dump down. He would have walked in the end zone as well. So there's many moments in this game that showed you Carson Wentz is not this savior, is not this guy that's going to lead the Vikings anywhere. So you have to give JJ McCarthy these reps, and you got to find out what the kid's got.
Mhm.
I agree with that. And I knew that Carson Wentz would eventually slip up because even though I do believe KOC is a true quarterback whisperer as far as development is concerned, play calling, I'll never take my stance off of that. But as far as the quarterback whisperer factor, I do think that KOC still has value there. The thing is that it's not necessarily for everybody. Like, you got to have your own strength in terms of mental fortitude. And I knew that Carson Wentz would eventually slip. And so he did. I'm not really, I guess I'm in wait and see mode. Like, there's so much that needs to be done beyond the quarterback. I know the quarterback position is the hot topic we're going to be talking about all season long. But this thing from the ground up, I think seeing that game and being disappointed yet again, not because they lost the game, but because, well, the competitiveness was there. That final play, I mean, I broke it down on my channel yesterday of how KOC did his players, his team, no favors by having nobody on the outside. Will Reichard would not have had the opportunity, even if Carson Wentz completed that pass on that final play. Will Reichard would not have had an opportunity to tie the game up. So, and it's just so much that, and then you get to the offensive line coach and the free agent additions that you brought. It's just, it's so overwhelmingly bad that you have to build this thing from the ground up, and people need to hold themselves accountable. Forget coaches holding players accountable. Players got to hold themselves accountable. The coaching staff has to hold themselves accountable. The scouting department, Kwesi Adafo-Mensah, like, there's so much work that needs to be done. And I see all these other teams that are competitive and they compete. And even in a loss, they're a tough out. And it's like, I just want to see that with this team at some point in time, consistently. Not all of these Disney culture theme songs that we have, Kumbaya, holding hands all across the globe every single season, that, oh, this is going to be different. Now, it's time you actually put in the work. I feel like this team has not put in the work. They haven't done enough. And they can sit there, I would say it to their face. I would say it in the press conference. Y'all haven't done enough. And if they were to argue against that, then I would say, look at the results. You have all the talent in the world. You have all this talent on this team. Why is it that you look soft in big time moments? Like that's and I think this has been like, okay, this is just what it is. This is the team's destiny until someone actually does something beyond the players.
I think we have. For some reason, I feel like I'm gonna be the positive one here tonight. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. Which is cool.
Realistic rap.
I'm gonna be real rap tonight. You hear me, man? Straight up, man. Hey, look, I look at it like this. We have the talent on the team. We have players that can change games at any moment. I feel like we have great coaching. Like regardless, I mean, obviously we're gonna talk about KOC's play calling bit because I'm on board with that. Matter of fact, like even more now. Like each week, I'm just getting more and more on board to the point where I'm gonna say fuck Kevin O'Connell. Like I'm just headed down that road anyways. But like I think we have the personnel. Like we have the personnel to win a lot of football games. Again, I'm gonna say I think we have the coaching, GM, whatever the case may be. We have a great organization, man. I think like I'm speaking this season specifically. I just don't want to give up yet, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm fighting hard not to just say, fuck it, it's over with. This team, I've seen this before, it's done. We're stupid, we're over. I just don't feel like that yet. And I don't want to have that feeling yet. So I'm trying to just hold on to it. You know what I mean? And I think we can be competitive this season with what we have. We may have to go get us a offensive lineman. We may have to be aggressive in a trade or something, bro. Like, because this shit looking bad, bro. We like how we did with the dude from Jacksonville. We may have to just make some type of splash. Yeah.
Who just got traded again today.
He saw that.
Yeah, he got traded to the Browns. I don't know what that does for our comp pick. He went right back to the Browns. I don't know what that does for our comp pick
we meet again.
or anything. But yeah.
But I wouldn't mind the Vikings making a move like that, though. You know, like just making another tight move somewhere on that offensive line, man.
Yeah. And
I just think it needs to be done for the fan base's sake to say, hey, this would give Kwesi at least another feather in the cap saying, hey, y'all see me, man. I'm trying, bro. Like I'm intentional, bro. I'm out here. I'm trying. I see the issues. I at least see the fucking issue. You know what I mean?
Well, we're running out of feathers, Rap. We're running out of feathers.
But goddamn,
I do believe he sees his own flaws. Like he is trying. This offseason, we thought he hit the ball out the park, especially with free agency. And it just, I think it comes down to that scouting department. Like I talked about college scouts. What about the pro scouts? Like every big time addition made in free agency this off season, we knew it was a big risk from the jump. Damn near every single one of them have dealt with injuries in the past. And what do you know? We're dealing with injuries right now. Plethora. I mean, half the team is done for a couple of weeks at least. So it's that's why I'm saying it's so much more than the players and upgrading positions. There's just so much work that needs to be done that they're just not close to those types of teams that actually put in the work from the ground up. And I just don't think the Vikings do it. Kwesi, I will say, I think he's aware of himself. Yeah. Now, whether he's able to make some changes in both scouting departments, the pro and college, and then after that, I mean, coaching, I'll leave it alone.
I mean, that is one thing I will give Kwesi. He knows if something's not working out, let's move on. Let's improve this position. Let's improve this, draft stock, whatever it may be. He knows, all right, it's time to move on. But that first decision has got to hit sometimes. And outside of last year, this year is the complete opposite of last year. We kind of had the same feeling as far as free agent. Maybe this year was a little bit bigger names than it was last year, but they were the same risks. Blake Cashman was known for having injuries. Van Ginkel was known for getting banged up. Like we brought in these big name free agents. Grenard was different. I think that was an amazing free agency signing, and it's proven true today. He's a leader. He's always in the backfield. I love the Grenard pickup. But those injuries are starting to catch up now. All these big risks that you took this year, not only are those guys now, Hargrave, I think, is having a really good start to the year. Jonathan Allen, I don't know. I got to look at the film. I don't know if it's just he's kind of that fire hydrant guy that's just kind of keeping it together in the middle, or if he's just not doing anything. But I will say this, specifically with this run defense, we're missing the hell out of Harrison Phillips. And a lot of people talked not a lot of shit. They all miss him. I think everybody loved Harrison Phillips. But there was a lot of people out there that was like, oh, well, we're not, no harm, no foul. We got Jonathan Allen. We got Javon Hargrave. We got these other guys. In that run defense, we're missing Harrison Phillips. And you know who's missing Harrison Phillips the most? Ivan Pace. Ivan Pace has been absolutely terrible.
He's been dog.
I'm not going to say that's on Harrison Phillips. He's just having a bad season.
He's just having a bad
And
time.
I will say that Jalen Redmond is the new nose. He's effectively replaced Harrison Phillips, and he's been great.
He's been great.
But to your point, like Jonathan Allen, I would entertain a debate about Javon Hargrave because I think he had a good start for the first 2 games, and I haven't really seen or heard of his name for the last 2 games. I would have a debate on that. Jonathan Allen, nah, you can go somewhere. That dude needs to go.
He's been a dud. I think, in my opinion, I'm not gonna quote the man or anything like that, but I think for him, this was okay. This is my last big contract. I'm just kind of coasting the rest of my career. Like I'm not gonna get too involved in this shit. Like I'm cashing out. I'm in a nice place, a nice facility, great team. Like I just think Jonathan Allen is chilling. I don't think he has any motivation to win a Super Bowl and again, I may be wrong. Jonathan Allen may see that and be like, this fucking dumbass has no idea what he's talking about. But I just get that from him. A lot of players do it. This is my last big paycheck. I'm coasting from here. So, yeah, super underwhelming for Jonathan Allen. I haven't heard Jonathan Allen's name called once.
I haven't.
This year.
I haven't either.
I got to pull up his stats.
I think he did something in the first game, right? I think in the first game, he may have got like a couple tackles for loss or something like that. Like the Bears game.
I got to see these stats, man.
But no, I agree 100%, man. Jonathan Allen definitely has been a little underwhelming, man. I mean, really the only free agent that really is popping out is goddamn Isaiah Rodgers. Isaiah Rodgers is the only one.
He's been balling.
He's literally if he continues to play the way he's playing, you have to put him in the conversation of defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, he's guarding the best receiver on the opposite team the majority of the time. When he's not guarding the best receiver, he's going 80 yards for a touchdown against Jeff Okudah. Hold
up, wait a minute. 80 yards for a touchdown.
Oh, my bad. It was Ivan Pace's fault. Rap, that's your boy too.
Yeah.
So
that's my boy. Either way,
we're gonna pick on you, dog.
Yeah. Jeff Okudah. We're gonna talk about Jeff Okudah too, because I know Randy was calling me out on his live stream there. You know what I'm saying?
I've said everything about Jeff Okudah.
Hey, I'll say
we
this.
knew what it was.
First of all, on that play specifically, let's just call a spade a spade. That was actually good defense, though. That was just a better catch. The play that was showed on
moral victory.
I mean, you gotta be honest, bro. That was a great catch. I mean, he was there. He was there. His arm was in there trying to knock the ball. Man just made a good play, man. Can we just say the man made a good play?
No.
The man made a good play.
No.
Damn, boy.
I'm done with the moral victories, man.
Yeah, no more moral victories, Rap.
I tried.
He worked hard. He tried.
Right.
But before we move on, Rap, let's get some shout outs, man. We got a lot of people in the chats tonight.
Yeah, man. Shout out everybody in the building, man. Purple and Gold Bars. Eduardo from Canada, man. You know we on Okudah Watch, man. We still on Okudah Watch. Hey, Eduardo, we still on Okudah Watch.
Still looking.
Relax.
Still looking.
It's only a month in, man. Relax, man. The season.
A quarter of the season is done.
The night is still young. I don't know why these fellas are acting like we in week 14. Like the night is still young, baby. We still got a lot of football to talk about and to watch. Believe me.
Okudah.
Right, let's go. Shout out Barbara Page up. Shout out Blackout Bundy, Skull and Roll. Cody was good. Mav, I see you, man. I said Barbara Page up. Yeah, shout out Barbara Page up, man. Let's go. Chance was good with you, man. Shout out to you. Appreciate you tapping in. Everybody, make sure to hit the like button. George Blunt was good. Purple and Gold Bars. T-Bass. Darren. What's up, man? Y'all make sure the like button, man. Zoe was good. Mark, I see you. Well, Philly, really. My boy Philly, man. Let's go. All right, man. Skywalker.
shout
McCarthy.
out Mav, man. I was supposed to chop it up with Mav this weekend. Mav, I still got you in mind, man. We're gonna
Oh
talk
yeah.
soon, like real soon.
Shout out to
Uh,
Skull Bro in the building, man. Skull Mafia.
yeah, my
Eric
dude,
from
Mav.
New Mexico, Florinda and Raquel.
Eric.
Let's
So
go.
I mean, if we're gonna play,
listen,
My bad. I didn't mean to play that.
You're
I didn't mean to
good.
play that.
go ahead, hit it for him.
We talking about practice? Well, you want to talk about practice? I mean, we could talk about practice if that's what
No,
you
let's
want.
let's
I
not.
mean, listen, we talking about practice, not a game. We talking about practice.
Nah, we talking about this game we going into, man.
Yeah, we're gonna stop talking about this game after this though. Blame chart. I can call it blame chart, blame game. Who deserves most of the blame for this game against the Steelers? KOC, Carson Wentz, the run defense. Who deserves the most blame?
I'm gonna say KOC and Brian Flores. That defense was soft as hell. It has been at times. It's just it's always been a bend but don't break defense, and we say, all right, we chop it up to that's that. They still hold teams to a certain amount of scoring. They're still a pretty good, last time I checked, scoring defense, but just the amount of yardage that they give up. Man, that pass to DK Metcalf. He could not be more open than what he was to just catch and run and score that ish for a touchdown. And then KOC, I mean, what new information is there really to say about KOC in big moments?
Yeah.
That final play, you could break down so many different plays in that game, but that final play really was the cherry on top for me, where it's like, you did you throw the game away?
Yeah,
You had no chance whatsoever with that play design to give Will Reichert an opportunity to kick the field goal inside the game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know it's easy to look at Carson Wentz. Yeah, he was not great. The offensive line, I mean, you only have 2 starters right now. You can talk about all the injuries, and there are a lot of injuries, but to me, this was coaching. Like that.
Yeah. And real quick, this isn't Vikings related, but I seen someone comment in the chat. Tyreek Hill just snapped his leg.
Oh, what? Oh, because they're playing tonight.
Yeah, they're playing right now. They're playing the Bengals, I think.
Oh man.
Yeah, so shout out to Tyreek Hill, man. I don't know that I haven't seen it. I just saw a couple people commenting, so that's unfortunate. It's talking about injuries. And Rap, I'll let you go. Good news, somewhat on the injury front. Brian O'Neill is week to week. It's nothing serious. It's not an ACL. It's an MCL sprain. So chances are he'll be back within a few weeks. So that's a positive. That's something you want to hear, especially along the offensive line. Yeah. But Ryan Kelly's career is over, right, guys?
Right. We need to address that.
Yeah, you don't play with concussions like that. That's 2 concussions.
Yeah, that's
in
5 already in his career. 2
5 in the past few years. That's a bad signing. That's one of those risks that you took. Yeah. And that goes to the scouting department and the training staff or whatever that looked at that and said, hey, and passed him, said, okay, let's go do it.
Yep.
Not a good move.
This is that. What it's funny, man. You know, I just had a thought about this. Remember when Kwesi came in, he was known as this stock guy, you know, this goddamn wolf on Wall Street. You feel me?
Analytics.
We're starting to see it, bro. Like we're really starting to see it in some of the risks. We're starting to see his style in the trend. Yeah. Like it's trendy. Like you can tell what he does. Like we almost know, for example, going into this next offseason, if we get a list of free agents and we get all of their injury history beside them, we can almost predict which players that Kwesi is going to pursue at what position. Like we'll be able to call it on the head because now he's starting to get almost predictable on how he does things, and it is very stock market-ish. I'll say that, you know, in the football world, it really is. Because if these players didn't get hurt, like, you know, Davenport, for example, or Ryan Kelly, you know, the big thing is if they were able to stay healthy, you're probably hitting them on that. You're probably hitting that pickup. You probably are, like realistically. You know, but again,
Yep.
that's the thing.
But
The injuries
but
suck.
that goes back to scouting
Yeah.
because at the time when they brought in Marcus Davenport, I said this is terrible. Like
Yeah,
the
we
man
knew.
can't stay healthy. Like what are we? This was our first signing
Yeah.
of what the 2023 off season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the first name that you signed? Come
Yeah.
on, get out of here.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
get it.
no.
No, it is BS, man. But like, as far as going back to what you asked, SK with the pie chart of blame, I'm gonna blame majority of it on the defensive line. Honestly, man, I'm gonna go ahead and give them. I'm gonna go ahead and give them. You know, go ahead and give them their chunk of pie, man. It's a big ass piece. They're gonna be full as a motherfucker off this, man, because Gainwell rushed for what
Gainwell.
99 yards. Fucking
Kenneth Gainwell.
backup,
Yep.
Kenneth Gainwell, bro, a backup running back looked like Emmitt Smith in his prime out there on Sunday morning. You know, now look, man, that's unacceptable for me, bro. Like, I just can't, I can't do it. You know, so I have to give them the biggest chunk of the pie because I feel like if they would have played halfway decent, they didn't even have to play just halfway fucking decent. We probably could have won that game, to be honest with you. Like, for real, bro. All you had to do is stop Kenneth Gainwell. That's it. We just asked you to stop a running back. And the Steelers offensive line isn't all world out here. You know what I mean? They've been struggling the past 3 games leading up into our game. They not anybody to be scared of, man. This defensive line got to step up, man. You know what I mean? And then after that, I'm just giving it all to KOC because like that breakdown that Randy had with that last play, that is kind of bullshit, bro. Like when you break when Randy paused, I didn't even pay attention until I watched Randy's video. But when he paused the video and you see all 3 of your fucking playmakers, Jordan Addison, I know Justin Jefferson was there, and there was another person in the middle of the
Probably
field. Maybe
Naylor.
TJ or Naylor or somebody.
Mhm.
All 3 wide receivers are in the middle of the field at the logo. Why? You know what I mean? Like, why? That shit that shit blew my mind to see that. You know, like, I think if you would have never released that video, Randy, you know, you really pushed me a little closer to the Kevin OC getting on my KOC getting on my nerves, man. So yeah, I'm gonna give the rest to him.
Yeah, I got to give it to the run defense. I mean, that's the first one that pops in my mind. But one thing that I just cannot, the vision I just cannot get out of my head is Justin Jefferson being wide open, our running back out of the backfield being wide open, and Carson Wentz just standing there. Just standing there. I mean, he could have tossed the ball behind his head 10 feet in the air, and that still would have been a touchdown. Things like that. And I'm not going to sit here and say JJ McCarthy would have made the perfect read and threw it at the perfectly right time. The difference is that Carson Wentz is a 10-year veteran. If JJ McCarthy misses that, okay, he's a young guy. He may have been looking somewhere else. You give him a little slack with that. And hopefully when you come back to that play or that situation, he realizes it and he adjusts. This is a guy that's been in the league for 10 years. He's supposed to know all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's been here a month and a half, however it may have been. But you are a 10-year vet. You cannot miss guys that your superstar, the best player on your team, arguably in the league. And you're not looking at him being wide open in the middle of the field. It burns into my brain that I can't get out of. So I got to give Wentz some, not credit here, some blame. And also, he had three, if not 4, it might have been 4 really bad third down sacks that killed the drive.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just got to ground it, do whatever you got to do, but you cannot take a sack on third down. You're holding the ball far too long, which has always been his issue. You can go back years and years and years, all the way back to when he was having MVP Wentz in Philly. They were still talking about he holds the ball a little too long, but he's big enough and athletic enough to get out of tackles and to roll out of the pocket and do what he does. Well, after that injury and after 10 years in the league, you don't have that athleticism anymore. You can't play like Big Ben in the pocket and just shrug off tackles. You don't have that ability anymore. So when you're holding on to the ball that long against with a suspect offensive line and TJ Watt on the opposite side of the ball, you're going to have problems. You got to know that as a 10-year vet. And that's where a
Mhm.
lot of people are getting, and we're getting in a quarterback conversation now. And this is our next topic, and we're going to move right into it.
Wh- One thing I want to bring up, because on the Vikings Steelers preview vid that I did last week, I think it was on Friday, I specifically mentioned Broderick Jones. Like Ben
Yeah.
Roethlisberger broke down just how bad of a player he is. And I mean, you couldn't get any sort of rush on Aaron Rodgers whatsoever.
No.
At
On
all.
his blind side, that's easy money. That should be food
Mhm.
for Grenard and or Dallas Turner. It should have been, but it just wasn't. And I don't know how to wrap my brain around how the pass rushing talent that this team has, with a bum ass left tackle said by the man himself or one of the greats, especially with that organization, how they were not able to get a pass rush on that guy. That's crazy to me.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know if you gotta credit the Steelers for some type of scheme that they I don't know what
No.
it is, or dude just had a great game. We were getting rush at times up the middle, but when it came to those ends, they did a great job. I got to give them credit there. I don't think it's fully just because our defensive line couldn't rush the passer. First play of the game, Redmond was in Aaron Rodgers' face for a sack.
Right.
Like, so we saw moments of okay, this defensive line, like we're getting after it. But then there was times where it's just a big lull and we couldn't get any type of pressure. Aaron Rodgers was getting the ball out quickly. It almost looked like an Ed Donatel
That's true,
defense
too.
at times yesterday. And it was unfortunate. Now, I believe in B-Flow, and I think he's going to make sure this defense bounces back, especially against a Browns team who, if they're not starting Flacco, we may see Dylan Gilbert or Gilbert
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel. Yeah.
We may be seeing him on Sunday. But the problem is guess what? You thought TJ Watt and the Pittsburgh Steelers defensive line,
And they're the one of the worst defenses in the league. And now you're going up against the Browns next week.
Probably the best defense in the league right now in the Browns.
Yeah.
And Myles Garrett, and they have a plethora of guys along that defensive line that get after it. Now we're looking to win a game 16-10 or 13-9 or something like that. We're probably looking at a game like that this Sunday. So you're waking up at 6:30, probably not going to get much action. I may be wrong, but when it comes to the quarterback position, Carson Wentz showed, and he showed in the Bengals game as well, but everybody had this mask over their eyes because we won 48-10 that, oh no, Carson Wentz is the guy. He's going to take us to where we need to go. JJ McCarthy just needs to sit and learn for another year.
Yeah.
No.
Who's been saying that?
Oh,
Well, there's people that have been saying that. It
go on
definitely
Twitter,
isn't
Randy.
us. Yeah, it isn't
Go on
us.
Twitter,
But
Randy.
like,
Have you not been on Twitter?
and it isn't really
No.
our core.
Oh.
It really isn't our core community either, Randy. But there is a community. You know how it'd be. The Vikings community. There's
some
always going to be a
crazies in all
split.
fan bases,
There's always going to
so.
be a split. You know, I will say there is more leaning more JJ McCarthy than the Wentz thing, but there are those conversations being had, which is ridiculous, right? And that's why I didn't feed into it, because like we've been down this road before. The same shit happened with Joshua Dobbs. The night we signed Joshua Dobbs, I did a video saying, "Yo, listen, Joshua Dobbs is garbage, bro. Like, I'm sorry, good guy, great guy, but this man, he's been on multiple different teams. You telling me all of these coaches that are missing out? Man, knock it off. All right, like he is who he is, man. And I feel the same way about Wentz. That's why I don't want to get too invested in the trying to even have to persuade people that he isn't the answer. You should just know that. You know what I mean? Like, you should just know that. We shouldn't even have to talk about it. It is what it is, man. If you want to win 7-8 games, let's keep Winston. All right, period. But my thing is, we might only win 7-8 games with JJ too. But guess what? It's going to pay dividends because he is 22 and he is the future. He's going to be with us next year and the year after, hopefully. You know, hopefully.
Well, this is the thing with the Wentz situation. Like, and comparing it to the Dobbs thing. The Dobbs thing was just fun. We all knew what the Josh Dobbs experience was. It's only gonna last for so long. The
I'll say the
ending's
first
gonna
game
come.
was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Well, I think first 2 games because the second
first
game
2.
was the Steelers.
Second game was the
Saints.
Saints, and he played a good
Saints.
half, right?
Yeah,
I
the
think he played
Saints.
like a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
half.
So the first 2 games were great. We're like, holy shit, we have a quarterback that can move. Because remember, the big
Yeah.
topic was Kirk Cousins. He can't move in the pocket. He looks like a
Yeah.
shell of himself.
Yeah.
Then we got this guy. All he does is kind of run around and find somebody open. So that was exciting. That was fun to watch. That was almost kind of a funny joke to get behind. Like, oh, the Pastronaut, let's go. This scientist that has alopecia. And like, it was fun to get behind.
Yeah.
The Carson Wentz thing, a lot of people aren't getting behind that as like, hey, this is just a fun kind of Carson Wentz is playing good right now thing.
Yeah.
It was no, JJ McCarthy sucks. We're 2 games in. We saw all we needed to see. Carson Wentz is the guy. And that was just idiotic to me. And that just shows people don't understand the process of developing a young quarterback, which I don't blame them, because a lot of Minnesota Vikings fans weren't even alive the last time the Minnesota Vikings developed a quarterback. You can't count Teddy Bridgewater because the year he was supposed to develop into this franchise quarterback that you thought he was, he snapped his leg. The quarterback before that we were developing, the last one was Dante Culpepper. Half the people that are arguing that Carson Wentz is the guy weren't even alive at that time. So it's okay.
Whoa, SK, calm down.
It's okay.
I know you're fired up.
You fired
to
up
take
right
your
now.
time with a young 22-year-old quarterback that obviously needs help with his mechanics, that obviously hasn't been given an opportunity to be successful with the play calling that he's getting from his coach and his offensive line play. And people are judging him off the first 2 weeks of his NFL career. It's
insane.
Insane to me. Like,
it is.
You obviously don't know, and I'm not saying I'm Mr. Expert of how to develop a quarterback in the NFL. It's common sense. There's no quarterback that's going to come in the first 2 games of the season, regardless of your supporting cast, that's just going to light it up. Yeah. Jaden Daniels had a great year last year. Those first 2 games weren't this huge lighted up games for Jaden Daniels. He had his struggles. And obviously you see now he's banged up, and he was struggling before he got banged up. This is the process of having a young quarterback. And if you can't hang around and be patient for it, go find another team.
Holy, he kicking y'all off the goddamn Vikings train and all behind this shit. Boy, this shit getting wicked. This shit getting wicked out here.
Stay off Twitter, man.
No, but you gotta but SK has a ton of good points though. And yes, I think as Vikings fans, we sat here for 500 plus days talking about JJ McCarthy over and over again. We're finally in the moment, and there's only been 2 games, and motherfuckers think we should be done. Man, hell nah. You crazy as hell if you thought I wasted 2 years talking, 2 football years, we'll call them, talking about this dude just to say I'm done in 2 weeks. Absolutely not. I'm riding this motherfucker till at least the end of this season. Now, this is the thing. If we go through this season and he stays healthy and he's playing like shit out there, dog, then we will have the conversations in the offseason and we'll talk about it. Like, we'll talk about it. Right now, I just don't think we have shit to talk about. I think that's the real issue. We talk about 2 games, and one of them he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week. We didn't vote that shit. You know what I'm saying? You can call everybody, well, it's 1 quarter. True indeed. But guess what? We had to come back. You know what I mean? It takes a dog to be able to have to fight adversity. That nobody wants to give him credit for having to overcome that adversity, throwing 2 touchdown passes and rushing for 1 in 1 quarter. Bro, like that ain't you can't just throw that shit under the rug like it's nothing. You know what I mean? Like shit, you gotta have some type of skill to be able to do that because everybody ain't doing that. So like, and then he had 1 game that was shit. I mean, it's even, bro. Let's just call it even. All right. For the ones who don't want them,
1 out of 8 quarters is not even. They won the game the first game, but the thing for me is I just need to know that he can play football. As crazy as that sounds, I need to see some sort of baseline that demonstrates, okay, I can at least make an accurate throw to a wide open receiver to where what we saw from him to start, wide open receivers, he just throws the ball differently all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I just got to see some sort of baseline from him. He had a hell of a 4th quarter in week 1. at Chicago, but outside of that, it was pretty bad. He is a first-year starting quarterback. So
Yep.
at some point he'll come back. I expected Carson Wentz to slip up, but I got to see something because I feel like with first-year starting quarterbacks, we at least see something.
Yep.
Like they're more than likely to lose their first couple of games that they start, but there's at least a baseline to say, oh, okay. If we just work on that, there really wasn't much to see there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
JJ McCarthy.
injuries is what's really killing us with JJ McCarthy's evaluation in this whole process. It's prolonging it is the injuries. And that's a whole nother conversation that we may have to have, right? Is durability. I keep saying that. As much as I love number 9 and I'm riding behind him, I'm supporting him, all that good stuff. If he can't be available, bro, then we are going to have to criticize it. Like injuries happen in football, but hey, man, it's part of the game where if there's a player that constantly gets injured, it don't matter if he scored 10 touchdowns the week before, bro. If he scores 10 touchdowns in one game, but then he's out for 14 weeks of the season, bro, he's not good. Like he adds no value to the team. This is Irv Smith Jr., bro. That's what this is. This is Irv Smith Jr. We need to see. That's why I'm praying and hoping, man. The football gods bless JJ McCarthy that he makes it through this ankle injury. And then from this point on, he's able to finish out the season so we can get a true evaluation if he really can play. Like Randy said, we'll have enough evidence where we can say, okay, this game, there's some shit we can work on. Boom. But this game, he bounced back. He made some nice throws. Boom. Give us something to talk about and at least be able to say, all right, we got our guy, we don't got our guy. That's all I'm asking. So, Randy, I respect what you say because you're pretty much on the boat. Correct me if I'm wrong, where it's just like, hey, bro, I'm here. I'm supporting, but I need to see it though.
That's exactly where I'm at.
You know what I mean? And that's the issue. If he's injured, we ain't gonna see it. So I'm ready.
That's another situation. And yeah, I mean, either way, if it does come down to that where injury is an issue, where you missed all of last season, and so far you've missed the last 2 games, they're not going to put him on IR, so he will be back in theory at some point this year. But man, if injury does become an issue, you still have to look at the quarterback position like you brought up. So absolutely.
Yeah. Your best ability is your availability.
That's
so
a fact.
you got to be out there. So, a lot left to be decided. The problem is if he does come back after that bye week, we got the Eagles waiting on us, and then we got the Chargers on a short week. And I believe it's the Lions after that, if I'm not mistaken.
Which the Giants just beat the Chargers. So, hey, look.
With a rookie.
Let's just say they're beatable, okay? Like
they are beatable. But as you know, going to LA on a short week after playing the Eagles isn't going to be fun.
Right.
That's 2 of the top 5 defenses in the league, in my opinion, that you're going to have to face. A ridiculous defensive line in the Eagles, especially the interior. And then you're going up against a Chargers team with Khalil Mack. Obviously, he's still going to wreak havoc. And then just a great defensive scheme that they run over there. Yeah. Jim Harbaugh has them boys playing. So those are 2 tough games that we're throwing JJ McCarthy into. And we got to make sure this offensive line is somewhat intact or somewhat right when JJ gets back out there. Because, again, as much as I want to put him in there after the bye week, the Eagles and that defensive line on the other end, that's scary. But you got to find out. You got to
put him in there, bro. Like we cannot babysit this dude, bro. Listen, you pretty much saying fuck it. Throw Carson Wentz out there to get fucked up against the Eagles.
I mean, again, I want to see JJ McCarthy play. He needs the reps. Damn. But at the same time, it could be counterproductive. Like you could literally sit there and throw him out there, and we know that he's not the most durable guy so far. He's on the slider end. He's young still. If you go out there and you don't have a Brian O'Neill, obviously, I don't think you're going to have Ryan Kelly for the rest of the year. I just think it's not. Yeah, it's malpractice to put him back on the field.
Yeah, Juergens.
So I don't think you're going to have Michael Juergens, which is he a rookie or is it a second year for Juergens?
He's a second year.
Second year guy, still a young guy, first time starter. Are you comfortable with putting JJ McCarthy behind them against the Super Bowl winning champions who's known to have this vicious defensive line? So
you better. I don't
mean,
care. I'm with it. I'm with put him out. You better. Put him
yeah,
out.
you gotta find
You
out.
gotta play, bruh.
You're not going to have a healthy offensive line the rest of the year.
Yeah.
If not now,
Yeah.
when? He's a
gotta play.
professional quarterback. Get out there
You
and
gotta
play.
play. And if you're the winner that everybody says you are, even including myself, you
Yeah.
will overcome the adverse. It'll be a perfect game to go out there against one of the best teams and show that I actually think it's better because you're going up, you're coming off the bye playing, if not the best team in the NFL right now. You can make the argument it's the Eagles and the Bills. You play the Eagles and you come out and you find a way to will your team to victory. Bro, all of this shit that we've been talking about where JJ, all of that shit is going to be erased. Everybody in Vikings Nation is going to be hoorahing and shit about how I told you JJ's the man and this, that.
I'm gonna be the first one.
And I'm gonna be the first one too. You feel me? Like, hey, beat
We're
me to
doing
the
a whole
podium,
show.
bro. I'm gonna be sleeping on that motherfucker. You hear me? But like, that's just what it is. But that's what I expect this season to be. And it's gonna be fun at the end of the day. It is what it is, man. I mean, shit, man, you gotta put him out there. Play who's in front of you. I don't care. It's not, oh no, sit him this week, but then play him this week and then maybe take him out again. Nah, fuck that. Get out there, boy. Show me what you got. For real.
You got to figure it out. So
yeah, facts.
time will tell. Time will tell. But that brings us to our Sizzling 7. Our game picks we'll go over last week's real quick, and then we'll make our new picks for the week.
I feel like I did good in this Sizzling 7. Ooh, I think I only lost one, maybe.
I'm a bit nervous.
There's one game that I know y'all went against me, and I got my dub, man. I'm kicking y'all ass this week.
So obviously, the Vikings game, we all picked the Vikings. We're all wrong on that one. When it came to Philadelphia, Tampa Bay, Randy picked Tampa Bay. Me and Rap picked Philadelphia. We all picked the Rams in the Rams-Colts game. Packers, Cowboys, that's a push. We're not going to count that one.
Yeah.
We're not going to count a loss. We're not going to count it as a win. Baltimore at KC. Rap gets that win right there, picking KC. Me and Randy pick Baltimore. And then Rap also gets Chicago at Las Vegas. Me and Randy picked Las Vegas, which they choked, man. These motherfuckers choked, Randy.
They did.
And then we all picked San Francisco against the Jaguars. So,
oh my god!
So you're telling me if the Vikings would have? Oh no, we picked what? Who did we pick against?
We all picked the Niners and the Jags.
Oh yeah, and they lost.
So yeah, not so
1-6.
Randy, it's not looking good for you, dog. So let me get the tally. Where is it? No, it's somewhere over here.
Hey, y'all watch SK now. Y'all keep an eye on him now. Hey, chat.
Rap is up. I'll give Rap his credit. He's up
keep
right now.
Keep an eye on him now, you know?
Okay. So Rap got 1, 2. Oops, that's the wrong one.
See?
1, 2, 3, 4 out of 7 this week.
Wow.
Right.
4 out of 7.
Nice work.
Randy got, you say 1 out of 6? Well,
no, 1 and 6
technically.
Yeah. Oh, 1 and 5.
Hold on. How do we get
because
4
of the
out of
Dallas
7?
game?
Because we're not counting that game.
No,
right?
we do 7 games. One of the Dallas Green Bay game we didn't count, so it's technically 6 games. So
1 and 5 then.
Yeah, and that was the LA game that you got. So Randy with 1. And then I got Philly right, LA right, 2. So I got 2.
Yeah,
so
double me up.
Total right now is Raps at 13 wins. I am at 9. Randy is at a lonely. Oh, it's not bad. You're right behind me, Randy. 8.
Okay.
You're at 8. You're still in it. Still early. I started off slow last year. So
yeah, I'm running off with it, man. You know what I'm saying? After this week, I'm gonna just go ahead and 7-game double y'all, man. You know,
whatever.
I can get a whole week wrong. You know what I mean?
Rap got 1 week last week where he got all the games right, and
I don't even gotta participate next week. You feel me? Like straight up. It don't even matter. Nah, it's fun. Right. I like it. What games we got this week, SK?
This game, obviously, we got the Vikings. We'll leave that one for last. But let's see. First game, let's do 49ers at the Rams on Thursday
going
night.
Rams.
This is gonna
Rams.
be
Like-
this is gonna be a San Francisco home game.
Yeah,
by
give me
the
the
way.
Rams.
Yeah, it's Whatever. Rams.
You guys going
The
Rams?
Rams in their bag right now. Yeah, no, the Rams.
Yeah,
about-
I'm
the
gonna go
the
Rams as well.
The Rams, they balling, boy. They're gonna be a problem.
I'm going Rams as well. Next game. Now, this one's up in the air, believe it or not. Texans at Ravens.
Give me
Texans.
the Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens.
Lamar Jackson is dealing with a hamstring injury.
Yeah, he's going to be out for a while.
It might be Cooper Rush.
I'm still taking the
Texans
Ravens,
by a
bro.
million.
I'm still
Texans
taking
by a
the Ravens.
million?
Bro, the
Yep.
Texans are garbage, man. They didn't they just win their first game against I think they're 1-3. They
Yeah,
won
they're
against
1-3.
The Ravens,
trash.
Lamar Jackson is not playing. The Ravens defense is ass, first of all. And then secondly,
Yeah.
you don't have Lamar Jackson. Derrick Henry is fumbling the football left and right. So, all right, how are you going to win this game? How are you going to win any games at all? I mean, of course,
Right.
you know, it's tomato in terms of coin flips. Anything will happen from time
Yeah.
to time. But this game, they ain't going to be ready for it.
All right.
They
Yeah,
lost Lamar Jackson and Texans coming off a win.
All right.
Bam.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Baltimore. I seen Cooper Rush do it before
Mhm.
to our team.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Baltimore, even if
So there's your opportunity right there, Randy, to get one. There
yeah,
you
you
go.
can get one on us right there.
Mhm.
Get one.
Next game, Tampa Bay at Seattle. This may be the game of the week.
Yeah, this is a good game.
Oh, boy.
Tampa
I'm
Bay
gonna
at
go. I'm
Seattle.
gonna go Tampa.
Tampa.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Tampa as well. They bounce
Yeah,
back.
I'm gonna go Tampa too. Tampa is a legitimate contender in my
They
eyes.
really are.
That's the one team that can really get with the Eagles. They match their energy, they match their kind of aggressiveness. I think that's the one team that we
Mhm.
should all look out for in the NFC. Baker's playing great. Outside of, he had a terrible interception.
They always give the Eagles a run. They're kind of turning
Always.
into this like kind of rival. There's this little rivalry brewing there, honestly,
Mhm.
because they've played each other the past couple years in the playoffs. I feel like too. Like it's
Yeah.
just been yeah, it's been good. It's been good. I'm
Alright,
taking the
let's
Bucks.
see. Trying to pick some games that are gonna be that would be close, that are not gonna be
Complicated.
blowouts. Broncos, Eagles.
Give me the Eagles, man.
I think we're all going Philly here, right?
That's
should I pick a different game?
Better.
Yeah, let's pick a different one.
All right, more Matt. Okay. Titans, Cardinals.
Oh, yeah. Careful what you ask for.
Exactly. It's in Arizona. Who you got?
I'm going to go with the Titans.
Okay. All right, Randy.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Rap.
Titans, Arizona.
Yeah.
I'm going Arizona.
Yeah, I gotta go Arizona too. Gotta go Arizona too.
I'm
Next
gonna regret
game.
that one.
Let's do Cowboys Jets. Cowboys at the Jets.
Jets.
Jets?
Cowboys.
Yep.
I'm going Cowboys all day.
All right.
Cowboys competed, man. They
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Cowboys too.
The Jets are losing to the Dolphins, are they? I think
Yeah,
still
they're losing to the
right?
Dolphins right now, 24-10.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You want to trade? You want to trade? Your pick?
Yes.
Because
yes.
the Jets are fucking trash. Period.
Wait, the
All
Jets are
right.
losing to who right now?
The Dolphins.
And the Dolphins suck. All right, nah, switch
Yeah.
it.
We're all-
Without Tyreek.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
No, I'm
without
good.
Tyreek too. We're all going Dallas.
yeah.
5. So one more before our game. Let's do. This is the first week of bye, so we're missing a couple games here. Let's do. I'm gonna do another bad one. Dolphins at Panthers.
Oh, that is horrible. Give me the Panthers.
It's a tough game to pick, though.
Give me the
Give
Panthers.
me the Dolphins in that one.
You going Dolphins? Right?
I'm going Dolphins in that one. Yeah.
I'm going Panthers.
Bro, the Panthers are by far the worst fucking team in the NFL by
Have
far.
you seen the Dolphins?
It's not even close.
Have you seen
I'm
the
saying
Dolphins?
exactly. And guess what? The
Oh,
Dolphins are
man.
that much better than the fuck. That's what's scary. Is that
I
the
think Bryce Young
Dolphins
is better than Tua at
Oh,
a fraction of the cost.
Yeah.
At a
They're the
fraction of
same
the
Bro,
player,
cost.
in
it's
my
hard to
opinion.
say Bryce is better than any fucking body. So I don't know,
Tua-
man. That's kind of hard to. I don't know.
Tua
About that.
is the $200
Tua
million
has taken
mistake.
his team to a playoff. Bryce Young ain't about to sniff a playoff if he stays.
Oh yeah, he took him to the playoffs. All right, couldn't handle the cold.
You right though, but Bryce Young throws for like 99 yards a game, bro. Like Bryce Young is literally like I hate to judge like little. I'm like little dudes. I'm like, bro, little, but hey, broken. But when you watch Bryce Young, I really truly believe that he should not be in the NFL, bro. I feel so
it's not
bad
looking
for him,
good.
dog. I really do, bro. I'm like, yo, this dude is too small, bro. I'm sorry. He's too small. Like
So you're
Kyler
going
Williams is at
Carolina?
least stocky and shit.
You going
know?
Carolina, Randy?
Yeah.
All right. Carolina. All right. In the last game, obviously, Minnesota at Cleveland. It's a Cleveland home game, but it's in London. Who we got?
Cleveland.
Randy's going Cleveland.
Last time Randy did that, you know what happened, y'all.
You already know.
We had a blowout. Let's go.
Okay.
You already know.
They made the Steelers look like they had Joe Green on it. One of the worst defenses in the league.
50, baby.
Can we get a score
Okay.
prediction from you guys and a bold prediction?
Yeah, so I'm going Vikings, obviously. My score prediction is going to be 21-17.
Okay.
I'm going to say 17-13.
Okay. 17-13 Browns.
Yep.
I'm going to
right.
go 13-9 Vikings. 13-9. I just seeing, I know B-Flow had a rough week, and I think this aids to our kind of, it's good for us going into this game. Not only that, but chances are you might be playing a rookie quarterback. B-Flow versus rookie quarterbacks gets real ugly. So I got to go.
Are they talking about benching him for real?
Yeah. They're talking about benching Flacco.
Oh, okay.
Talking about benching Flacco. So even if it is Flacco's been terrible this year.
They need to
Like,
put
he's been
Shador
really
in,
bad.
man.
And the only game that they've won was a 13-10 game against the Packers, which again, that's
I would love to
Cleveland.
play against Shador. That'd be a good fun game to watch.
I don't want any chance that Shador balls out and then we got to hear and see all these fucking highlights.
I'd rather play Shador.
6 weeks. Oh, Shador looked great against the Vikings. Why didn't we do this early? Look at these highlights. That's the last thing I want.
That's all we gonna see.
Put in Dylan Gabriel, but
you do got a point. They would drag
I'm gonna go.
Every Shador highlight would have the Vikings starring in that motherfucker for real.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, dude. So I'm gonna go Vikings 13-9. It's gonna be an ugly.
Oh my
game.
gosh! Don't wake me up at fucking 7:30 for that bullshit.
That's 9:30.
Well, no, 8:30. Yeah,
I gotta wake up at 6 a.m. Rap. I woke up at 6 a.m. to watch that game on Sunday.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear I don't want to hear nothing on your side. All right, Mr. Eastern Time Zone.
Yep.
Yeah, SK's got it the worst.
I got it
the worst. That's crazy. 6:30 is crazy.
You can wake up at your normal time, get your little caribou coffee, Rap.
Well, now we're experiencing what you've been experiencing, SK, for your whole life, where this game is perfect. 8:30 or 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Yeah.
No,
it's basically a West Coast start.
You get football throughout the entire day. It's amazing. I love it.
I gotta say, it is pretty cool though. I enjoyed it. It made the day seem like it lasted longer too. You know what I mean? Like you watch the Vikings, and then there's just like a ton of football on. It did make a difference. So I do give you that.
We got
football
it good.
Season, West Coast, y'all got it good when it comes to that.
Until your team plays at 6:30 in the morning, and then it sucks. And then you got it 2 weeks in a row. And then they put out a performance like they did. But hey,
we got to catch it up.
Let's get a win. Let's go into this bye week 3-2, and let's get this offensive line right, and let's get JJ McCarthy going and get him some reps. Regardless of what it looks like, we need to see what this kid is all about. let's get them back out on that field after this bye week, regardless of whether it's the Eagles or not. So I'm ready for the bye week, and I know the players are ready for the bye week. I know this entire team is ready for the bye week and the fan base. So let's get a win going into it, man. Let's feel good going into this bye week with a winning record.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Anything you guys want to say before we get out of here?
I don't know if there's enough alcohol in the state of Pennsylvania that can get me through this season, but damn it, I'm gonna find a way.
Yeah.
JJ McCarthy, let's see at some point.
Hey, man, I hope it would be great if they started JJ McCarthy for this game, bro. Like, I gotta say though, the way he was walking last week, though, they showed like a video.
Still.
Yeah, he looked like he had a bad little limp on him. It don't look like this week is happening, but that would be great. I'm gonna say this, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap into the pep rally, man, early in the morning. Y'all know week 5 pep rally, and then tap into Randy live streaming the game, bro. Like, my boy up early with the live stream, man, for sure. So, yeah, I can't wait. I'm ready. Y'all make sure to like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Let's go Purple Parlor, man. Let's get it.
Absolutely. Yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button here. Our shorts are going to be back this week, guys. So make sure you guys are following us on Instagram and on TikTok. So we'll get those going. We have a lot of fun with those, especially on TikTok. So if you don't follow us on TikTok, make sure you go follow us, Purple Parlor 4. We get a lot of other fan bases tapping into our videos, talking their shit. So feel free to come in and defend your boys. You know what I'm saying? So again, appreciate you guys for tapping in. As always, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. If you don't already, make sure you have the notifications on so you know when we're going live, which is every Monday night. So thank you for the support, guys. As always, Vikings are 2-2, hoping to move to 3-2 going into the bye. Until next time, this is Purple Parlor. It's your boy SK, Randy, Rap, Skull Vikings.
Let's go.
I say the same. I say the same.